Alright guys, what is up? Welcome back to Avorion with LD7, and today we're going to be taking on Specimen 8055 boss. So this is just like a auxiliary boss, so you don't actually get like a Zosian artifact from doing this one, but you do have a pretty high chance of getting a legendary drop from them. We need to get 3 legendary items, that way we can get I forget what number it is, it might be number 8 on the Zosian artifacts, but one of them you have to research with 3 legendary items, or 2 legendary items and a Zosian artifact in order to get one of the Zosian artifacts. So I'm hoping that if we beat this guy, we will get a legendary upgrade or 2, that way we can go ahead and get our next Zosian artifact. What's cool about this one is kind of the way this works. So you can't actually damage him until you mine out these asteroids. So that's kind of the gimmick with this boss. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to send these guys out to go attack this asteroid. Apparently you can meta it a little bit and take out the asteroids before he starts attacking you. So I'm going to see if we can't do that first, just because I have a feeling that this is going to be difficult otherwise. So I sent out all my mining fighters. They're Zanny and R levels, so they should do decent, I guess. But this is a pretty big asteroid, and it has a fair amount of health. So we'll see how long it takes to get through one. But you have to destroy all 4 of them. If you see that little blue beam that's coming off of this, that is basically giving him infinite shields, or infinite shield recharge. So each asteroid that you break takes down his shield by 25%, and then after you destroy all 4 of them, it's just like a normal fight, pretty much. So we're going to go ahead and try this out, see if we can't metagame it, get him to not attack us while we destroy all the asteroids. Just because, I mean, I think he does like 1,000 Omicron is maybe what he's got, somewhere in there. It's not a lot, but as you can see, this takes a while, so I mean, if you're going for 10 minutes at 1,000 Omicron the entire time, like, he'll drop our shields and beat us. So I want to see, we're going to try to take out all the asteroids first, then we'll go in and do the battle, but I think that we're geared up enough to be able to take this guy out. It shouldn't be that difficult. I mean, at least all the bosses that I've fought thus far have not been that difficult, just because our ship is pretty good at this point in the game. So we will see if the same is true for Specimen 8055. Obviously I don't have enough shields to just be able to sit here and tank shots from him while we get through all these asteroids, because it takes a long time. That's, you know, it's similar to like a station, I guess, or a mine. You know, the asteroids have millions of HP for like nothing. So yeah, we're gonna go get this one next. But I'm going to call in the fighters because it's pretty far away, and they will take an ass long of time before they get over there if we just fly. So let them all come back into the hangar, then we will go ahead, head over to this asteroid, mine it out just like we did the first one, and kind of just work our way around the circle. Not too bad though. I mean, it maybe took us 2-3 minutes to get the first one mined out, so that's with, you know, 50 R mining fighters that are Zanian level, plus our 3 R mining, or 2 R mining lasers. I can't remember what we've got on the ship itself, but whatever. It's a lot of DPS, honestly, that we're putting onto these asteroids, so, you know, I wouldn't suggest trying to do this fight until after you have a decent-sized fleet of mining fighters. Just because, oh shit, I hit the wrong button. Attack. Not harvest, attack. Shit, he's coming over. Alright, well, short-lived, I guess. That's fine. We'll see if we can do this. I mean, our ship is fast enough, I doubt this asshole is going to be able to come and get us, but, you know, we have to be close enough to this asteroid to, you know, mine it with our fighters, because just using our mining lasers is not going to help us. So, alright. We kind of messed up. We must have gotten just slightly too close to him, but that's alright. I mean, as you can see, he's like doing nothing to us basically. So we're just gonna sit here and tank all these shots and see. I don't think he'll be able to drop our shields, and if it gets close, normally what I do if I'm down to like the last 2 or 3 bars on my shield, I'll just fly away and let the shields recharge. So that's kind of the plan. That's how I metagame it a little bit, because if you never have your shields down, you won't ever get destroyed. So yeah, that's kind of the thought. It would be better if I had impenetrable shields on this ship, but I don't have the slots for it at this point. I'd rather have extra turrets and the trading systems and all that kind of stuff on here, just because I use this ship for pretty much everything. It's a good ship, it's fast, and all that noise, so it's kind of like I don't want to build more ships for something, you know, to like specialize them out, I guess. At some point we probably will. Maybe once we get past the barrier, we'll probably dedicate this as just a combat ship. That way we can put even more turrets on it and, you know, get impenetrable shields and stuff, because the enemies do get a lot harder once you go past the barrier. So we'll keep that in mind. All these homies get back into the hangar, and we're gonna go get the next asteroid. No, don't fly over to him, because you're not going to be able to do anything with your mining lasers. That's kind of funny. It's interesting that mining fighters go to defensive, just because they don't actually have any damage output, but whatever. So, I think we're just waiting on that last little guy there. Come on, get in the hangar. What are you doing? I mean, you can do it, little friend. I know you're dodging bullets right now. Here, move the ship up. Kind of guard you with our shield. I mean, I'll just show you. So this is what happens if you try to shoot him. It just says immune. So there's no point in doing anything until after you mine out all the asteroids. Okay, so there's one right here. We're gonna go for that one. Cool. But yeah, guys, I mean, not too bad. He's taking out like 1.5 bars of our shield, and that was mining an entire asteroid, so I think we're gonna be okay. I guess I miscalculated on, you know, how strong he was gonna be relative to us, so that's good. I'm happy about that. Let's get all these homies out here, attack this asteroid, and then we're gonna go get the last one, and then we'll just wreck this guy. It'll probably be like 30 seconds before our weapons destroy him. So once we get all the asteroids mined out, it's pretty easy. To actually find this guy, I went around in some hidden mass sectors. I've kind of just been looking for asteroids to build more mines so I can kind of up my credit generation, or passive credit generation. And I stumbled upon one. If you see like this kind of shaped asteroid that we're mining out here in the center of a ring of smaller asteroids kind of pointing to it, sometimes you can interact with them. If you can interact with it, it'll say sending shields to whatever sector, go to that sector. So you might have to jump around a little bit. It took me 2 jumps total. So the first sector I went to and saw the asteroid, it told me to go to another one. That second sector had 3 asteroids in it. All of them told me to go back to the original sector, and when I warped back in, this guy was here. So that's kind of how this works. You do have to kind of warp around a little bit in order to get set up, but not a big deal. Doesn't take that long, especially with this ship. It has pretty good warp range, so I can jump pretty much anywhere in one shot, you know, relatively speaking. So yeah. What I'm going to do here, just because it's probably not that exciting to watch me just mine out a bunch of asteroids, I'm just going to go ahead and cut back once we've almost destroyed the last asteroid so we can watch the boss fight. So we will see ya in a couple of minutes. Alright guys, so we just about have this last asteroid taken out, and now it's time to wreck this stupid Specimen 8055, because that's what we about. So we're just going to lock on and see how long this takes. To actually beat him. I guess I could get close enough so everything can hit him. Not too. There we go. Alright, so we're just going for it. Hardcore. I mean, this guy, he has a fair amount of health. I think it was around like 500k. So it shouldn't take us too long. We have decent DPS. I think it's like 13, 14,000 is where we're sitting right now, so not too bad. We'll see. I think we're going to be able to do it in less than a minute. Alright, so we beat him in roughly 45 seconds. So yeah, if you were curious about how long it takes after you drop his shields to just destroy the shit out of him, 30 seconds. 30 seconds is all it takes. Or 45 seconds, whatever I said. Anyway, guys, so that was the Specimen 8055 boss fight. I do plan on covering the rest of the Zosian artifacts because I know those are sometimes not the easiest to find. Next, we're probably going to do Operation Exodus just because I have the mission for it. Like, I've come across several beacons for Operation Exodus. I just haven't really started it because it takes a while. But we'll probably do that next time. And that does get you another Zosian artifact. I forget what number, but yeah, that one is fairly easy. I don't think you actually have to fight anybody either. It's just more or less you have to warp all over the goddamn place. So it takes a while if you don't have good hyperspace cooldown. We do on this ship. I mean, we're pretty, like, I think we're sitting at like 75, 76%, somewhere in there. So we almost have no time to recharge our hyperspace warp core or whatever. So if you're gonna do Operation Exodus, I guess that would kind of be step one. Make sure you can warp around really far and it doesn't take a long time to recharge. But we'll get more into that in the next episode. But guys, if you enjoyed the episode today, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you want to check out other Avorion videos, be sure to check out the rest of the series. We do cover quite a bit of stuff. So if you're learning how to play the game, or even if you've been playing for a while and just want to get some tips, tricks, all those good things, be sure to check out the series. Outside of that, if you want to watch other gaming content, subscribe to my channel and check it out. I've got several different types of games. Most of them are strategy based, but yeah, you know, feel free to check that out and, you know, let me know what you think down below in the comments for sure. But this has been LD7, and until next time, we will see ya.